Hello and welcome back to the channel. Game week 8 of Premier League predictions coming up today. We have a very special guest joining us as well. Let's get on with today's predictions.
I'm Zealand, by the way. Did we miss that part? With a Z.
Z.
Now, before we start, of course, it is a giveaway. We've been advertising this for the last month or so. All you have to do, guys, is subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and retweet the tweet that is in my description below. Once you've done those three things, you will enter for an FM21 giveaway. We're trying to give it away by the time the beta launches, so you can download it in time for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get on with it. So, let's get straight into Game Week 8 predictions. How it's going to work with a guest. I give my predictions. They give theirs. It's pretty much as simple as that. So let's get on with the first game. Southampton versus Newcastle. I've gone for a 2-1 Southampton win. The reason I think this is, I do think Southampton are too good for Newcastle. I'm not sure why. Some reason, if you guys are new around here, Aston Villa and Newcastle, I just don't think they're very good. So, I don't know why I don't. But I've gone for a 2-1 Southampton win. I think Ward-Prowse will have a peach of a free kick and Danny Ings to score a late winner.
Hello. So, Longhurst has invited me to predict what is happening in match week 8. Now, Longhurst and I have never actually really officially met, but I do remember lurking in his stream and enjoying it. So when he's reached out to me to do this and embarrass myself on YouTube, which I do, of course, consistently anyways, I could not possibly turn my guy down. So here we go. Fixtures are Southampton against Newcastle. As long as I watch this game, Danny Ings will score. This is a running joke. It's like 7 games in a row.
I love inside jokes. Love to be a part of one someday.
Every time I watch Southampton, Danny Ings scores. So I'm going to take Southampton 2-1.
Next up, we have Arsenal versus Aston Villa. I think Arsenal will blow Aston Villa away. Like Newcastle, I don't rate Aston Villa. The one time I bet on an Aston Villa win on this channel, the only time I bet on a win, they've lost. So I'm going to go back to losing ways and hope Aston Villa prove me right this week. Gone for a 3-1 Arsenal win. I think Arsenal too strong for Villa. Villa are in some weird good form, some very good form overall this season. But for some reason, they're not doing what I'm telling them to do. So I'm hoping they lose this week. Aubameyang is in my FPL team. So I've gone for a 3-1 Arsenal win. And why not an Aubameyang hat-trick? Why not?
This is an interesting match to pick. I feel like a lot of people are going to be drawn to an underdog pick here. I am actually going to take Arsenal for the win. I think this is going to be another 2-1 result. I think Aston Villa is going to make him nervous. I don't think Grealish is going to score, even though, man, I love those Cavs. I think Arsenal is going to win. Arsenal is a better team than Aston Villa, even though Aston Villa is just got all this crazy momentum right now. Good for them. Who knows? Maybe they'll beat him 7-2. It's rough out there.
Everton versus Man United next. They've gone for a 2-0 home win for Everton. I just think Everton look very solid this season. They look very, very good. Their peak they'll start falling soon, I'm sure of that. However, for now, I think they'll stay where they are. I think they'll beat Man U 2-0. I don't think Man U sort of blow my socks away like they had done at the start of Solskjaer's reign. They've kind of fallen off a little bit. I'm not a massive fan. They're below West Ham, which says it all, really. So I've gone for a 2-0 Everton win for that game there.
The league leaders, or at least the former league leaders, I haven't actually looked at the table this week. Everton and Man U, Ole is not at the wheel. He's perpetually on the hot seat. What do I think is going to happen? I think we're going to get a draw. I think we're going to get a 1-1 draw. Now, I know I'm going low with these scores, but I feel like that's what you have to reasonably do in these predictions. There have been a lot of goals scored in the Premier League this year. Wouldn't be surprised if it was a lot higher than that, but I do think that we are going to get a draw. I think it's going to be a frustrating result for Manchester United and Everton, which has got the unique ability to just piss everybody off. Very exciting times.
Brighton versus Burnley. This pretty much follows the same as last week's of West Brom's versus Fulham's fixtures. It's not going to be the most exciting fixture, I can't imagine. I've gone for a 2-1 Brighton win, sorry, not a Burnley win. 2-1 Brighton win there. I just think Burnley are struggling, just like Sheffield United are going to do this year, and Fulham. I think they'll struggle. They are pretty much in my sort of 4 or 5 teams to be in a relegation battle there. I've gone for a 2-1 Brighton win. Not much to say here, really. I don't think Burnley are much of a team I want to talk about much. I'm not sure I want to sit here for hours and talk about Burnley. So I'm going to save you guys time and just go to the next game.
So you've got Brighton and Burnley. I'm siding with Chris Wood. Burnley's going to win this game. Go New Zealand.
Wow, that was fast.
Palace versus Leeds. I think this will be end-to-end. There's a lot of pace on both attacks. Wilfred Zaha, obviously, for Palace, and Leeds just have about 25 men up the pitch like a basketball game. I've gone for a 2-0 away Leeds win. I think Leeds have got too much attack for Palace. I'm not sure Palace's defence is incredible. Palace are in some weird form. Let me have a look at what Palace's form is before I start commenting on weird form and people start getting the hump in the comment section where everyone's like, Palace has won the last 5 games. I don't know what you mean. But anyway, their form has been a bit controversial. They beat Fulham. They drew to Brighton. I've gone for a 2-0 Leeds win. I think Palace's defence isn't that great. I think Leeds will probably blow them away with a 2-0 minimum win.
Palace and Leeds, Crystal Palace and Leeds United. I saw a great tweet about Crystal Palace the other day that said somehow they're always on a 9-game losing streak and they finish 12th anyways. I think Crystal Palace is going to be regressing to the mean. I was the person in my Premier League predictions video that said Leeds United was going to be comfortably mid-table. I actually think clearly I might have been low. Bamford for a couple of goals and a 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Maybe a goal from Wilfried Zaha because, man, I love Wilfried Zaha.
Next up, West Brom versus Spurs. I think Spurs this is their best year since Leicester for them to put a title push together. I think they'll win the Carabao Cup and the Europa League. I don't think they'll get the Premier League title. I think Man City or Liverpool will get that. But I've gone for a 3-0 Spurs there. I think Spurs are too strong for most teams in the league. Apart from West Ham, obviously, because we're the best team in the league, obviously. West Brom, I don't think are good enough to stay up in the Premier League this season. I think Spurs will win 3-0. Pretty comfortable win. Harry Kane and Son to assist each other again. And I'm going to go for a Lo Celso goal. Don't know why. I think he's fit. I have no idea if he is. But that's my predictions there. 3-0 Spurs away win.
West Brom and Spurs. Harry Kane and Son are both going to score 85 goals apiece. They are going to assist the other players' 85 goals and Spurs will win.
West Ham versus Fulham. The mighty West Ham going for a 3-1 home win. Not up for debate. I think Sebastian Haller will score a lovely goal. Haller, Bowen and a Soucek header. Scott Parker comes on for Fulham and scores a consolation goal. But I think Fulham, I've said this every week for the last 7 weeks, Fulham are down. There's no debate to be had. Fulham are down. I've said this since game week 1. I think Fulham. I like Scott Parker. He's a nice guy. But I think Fulham's squad isn't good enough to stay up. No matter what Scott Parker does, I think they're down.
West Ham and Fulham. West Ham's going to win 3-1. Fulham's going to score after going down 2-0 and think they have a chance, but they don't. I picked Fulham to finish last, and I firmly believe that's where they're headed. West Ham, on the other hand, led by Michail Antonio and Declan Rice, who is apparently good, and I still can't see it.
Just stop. Just stop it. Stop. No. Just stop it.
They're is that everybody else too? Like everybody is just telling them that Declan Rice is good, and every time I watch, he's just like a midfielder with good first touch.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm sure he's great. There are a lot of scouts that know more than I do. I just haven't seen it. He'll control the match against Fulham.
Chelsea versus Sheffield United. Sheffield United are struggling this season, gone for a 4-1 Chelsea win. Now, Chelsea have the attack to absolutely score 4 goals. Whether they turn up and score 4 goals is a different question altogether. Frank Lampard's had some gelling issues. We all thought that at the start of the season with loads of new signings coming in. Mendy looks very good. I think his clean sheet record will be broken this week with a goal from Sheffield United. But I've gone for a 4-1 home win. Sheffield United are struggling, like I said earlier in the video. Them, sort of Burnley and Fulham and West Brom are the 4 contenders to go down in my eyes.
Chelsea against Sheffield United. So Sheffield United have gone from darling to relegation candidate. That is not going to stop now. Christian Pulisic got a goal, won a penalty in like 20 minutes in the Champions League. He comes back, plays a full 90, dominates. He's definitely going to score at least 1 goal, and that means Sheffield United's in trouble because they can't score. Chelsea wins.
Leicester versus Wolves. I've gone for a 3-2 Leicester win. Like the Leeds game, high scoring game there. Well, Leeds versus Leicester, sorry. Like Leeds versus Leicester game, high scoring game. Gone for a 3-2 Leicester win at home. I think Wolves are a good side. Wolves are a great side. Leicester just came off of a great win though, so I think goals are in them. Jamie Vardy's looking good as always. I've gone for a 3-2 Leicester win.
Leicester and Wolves. The Portuguese national team is okay. I don't like Raul Jimenez. I do like Leicester. You can't not like Leicester. The whole Jamie Vardy is one of the greatest strikers in Premier League history. He's kind of gaining steam. That being said, I think this one has a draw written all over it. A 1-1. I'll give you a score.
And the final game of this game week, Man City versus Liverpool. I think Man City are out for revenge. I think Man City win this 2-1. I would say more because of Liverpool's defensive issues or defensive personnel issues, but Aguero's injured, I think, so Aguero's out. I'm not sure how much I trust Jesus or Rory Delap's son to play out front. So I've gone for a 2-1 Man City win. I think it could be more. De Bruyne is probably going to have an absolute stormer of a game. Stick him in your FPL team. That's my guess there. But I've gone for a 2-1 Man City win. And those are the 10 predictions of this week.
Manchester City and Liverpool. Revenge game. Manchester City is going to win this one. I think they're going to win it rather convincingly. This is a Liverpool team that is just not at the races the way that it was before the pandemic hit. They don't have Virgil van Dijk. I know you know that, and I'm just letting you know that I also do know that, and I think Liverpool's going to be in trouble. I think Manchester City is going to be mad, and when Manchester City is mad, they can run up the score on anybody, especially when there's like no pressure in the game. Once there's pressure in the game, it's like hot knife, butter. That doesn't make any sense, but you understand. It's like cotton candy and water. I don't know why that was what I was thinking of, but that is what I was thinking of. So those are my Premier League predictions for Week 8. Longhurst, I hope I at least beat you.
So anyway, guys, those are 10 predictions for this week. Let me know in the comments below what guests you would like to see next. Obviously, make it realistic. Don't make it... I don't even know. Make it someone realistic that I can try and slide into DMs like I had done with Zealand. Massive thank you to Zealand, of course. All his details are in the description below. All his links, everything else. Massive thanks to him for taking part. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all later.